All right, guys. All right. Welcome to the Rouser World live stream. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Y'all forgive me with my cough drop today because I got a little bit of allergy situation going on here. So I'm going to be talking with a with a mouth drop today. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood, right? All right. Let me just go ahead and get my music out of the way here. Make sure I got this repeat on, so I don't have to keep doing that. All right. So glad to have you guys here on this fine Tuesday morning. An awesome day to be alive, obviously. Right? Any day that you're alive is a good day to be alive. So, what are we going to be doing today, guys? I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to be covering a little bit of random drawing, some shapes and stuff like that. And after we draw some shapes, we're going to get into I think some random anatomy, and then I'm also going to do some faces. So for my faces, what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually working on a project right now where I'm doing. My daughter is a school teacher, and she asked me to draw all of the children from her class. So I'm on child number 4. So I've done 4 of them. I have about 11 of them on total to do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and work on those, and those are going to be done on my actual pad here. So those are the faces that we're going to kind of be working on today. So I can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let me go ahead and get out a couple of. I got some new pencils here. Nothing like some new pencils, right? And we're going to. Let's see what color we're going to get today. Blue is my favorite. I like blue, so we're going to use a blue, even though they're all the same color, right? And let's see here. We're going to start with some random shapes. So I'm going to go over here to my Pinterest, and we're going to find just some random shapes to draw. Okay, or random things to draw to help us with our caricatures. Okay, so let's just look up. Let me see what's something interesting we can use here. This says, "How do you feel right now?" That looks interesting. How do you feel right now? Aggressive, angry, anxious, ashamed, bashful. Okay, cool. Let me take this out the way. I'm gonna open up my little sketch diary here. Now we're gonna warm up with my sketch diary. This is page 1 of my sketch diary, so I have not drawn anything in this one yet. I think I'm gonna start here with. I don't know. Do I want to start with this or do I want to go? I think I'm gonna do exactly what I said I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go into actual shapes here. So let's look up shapes. Let's look up random shapes. Random 3D shapes. Okay, there we have it. Okay, so we got some shapes here. We got some other shapes here. Let's see which ones can we use here? Which ones will look fun? They're fun, but just okay. So these look pretty fun right here. So we'll start out with this cube one, okay? So we're going to go over here with our pen, and we're going to start by trying to draw this cube shape, right? So we'll draw the side of it, and then the top, or the other side, and then we'll draw this side here. Okay, so when we draw this, we know that light is acting on that shape from, let's say the light's coming from this way, right? I would assume this side right here would be darker, so this would be like a little dark. And then this side will be a little bit lighter. Maybe it'll have like a little bit of light coming about. Maybe this side will be dark too. Maybe Maybe this will be the darker side. I'll make this one lighter. And then this one darker. Okay. So learning how to do this is going to definitely help your caricatures, because then you'll start drawing your nose and your mouth or whatever with dimension. Let's go with a cone shape right here. This looks pretty cool to draw. So we'll go ahead and draw our cone on I would draw the base of the cone first, and then see if I can make it kind of go up like this, and now we can kind of see that it does like that. Okay, so this is a round cylindrical shape. So this will be like a side to it. So I would, just to give it a little bit of dimension, I might do something like this on one side of it. And make it kind of bend around from the side to the top. Okay. So that one came out pretty cool. I wonder what would happen. What if we made this one like kind of maybe even cast a little shadow over here? That would be cool, right? Okay, again, these are random shapes, and we're just doing a warm-up. But you want to practice these. This is going to, again, help your 3D drawing out, okay? Let's go here to the cylinder shape. So we're going to go right here to the cylinder. And we'll draw the top of it. Then the sides. And then we'll draw the bottom with a bit of a curve to it. And this is the top of it here. Okay. And you can see how that's going to help you out a lot. That looks like a, kind of like if you were drawing maybe a roll of toilet paper. This would be what shape you use here, right? So we have our cylinder shape here. We'll just label it cylinder. And then we got, what is this, a cube? And this is a cone. Let me see. This one looks pretty good. A hexagonal prism. All right, let's try it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So what you want to do with this one is draw the hexagon first, right? And then you just bring the sides down like this. Now this side is going to be the longest side here. And these sides will be shorter sides like this, right? So that you have 1, 2, 3 sides when you draw it. Okay, these will be your darker sides here. Okay. All right, let's see here. So we got that. Rectangular prism. Okay. So again, with these shapes, you want to draw your dominant shape first, which is whatever it is. It's a triangle. We'll draw a triangle first. And then from here, we kind of go back and make it like a little tent. This might come in good per se if you're drawing a house, right? Because quite naturally, if you see a house from this angle, right, you can see maybe this might be the house from an aerial view. Right? Uh-oh. Wait. I think I messed up there. Okay. It will probably be more in like this and shorter on this side. And maybe like the window will be like here. So it's kind of like you're looking down on everything. You would be able to see like the side of the chimney here, but you'll be able to see the, you can look down into the house. So that might be a reason why you draw something like this. Maybe you might have like a shadow cast here because of the way the house is. Okay, so that's a little house right there. All right, let me see. Half of a spear. Okay, so that's like half of an egg. And that one's pretty. Basically, that looks like a bowl of cereal. So if you ever drawn a bowl of cereal, you can see here how you would use a half of this shape here to do that with. Okay, man, it's got all kind of cool shapes here. Now this one right here looks like it'll be a little bit of a challenge, maybe a little diamond shape, right? So again, what I would do is draw it like a Superman sign first. Then I draw this being my longer side and this side coming down. So they be down, over, and up. And then I draw two diagonal lines here and here. And then this line here and here. Excuse me. And then we just add some shadows or whatever to the sides. Okay. All right. So I think that we're pretty warmed up now as far as drawing shapes or whatever. This is like a pretty interesting shape here too. Let's see if we can do that shape. Maybe we can just do it real small right here. Oh, so kind of like a soccer ball. I don't know. Maybe did I do that right? Let's see. Maybe I might want to draw the outside first. How many sides does this thing have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gosh, 9. That's a hard one to draw right there. 9 and 10. It's not like you draw these every day, right? A 10-sided figure, and then it has like a shape in the middle like this. And then this shape here goes down like that. And every other curve, it seems like is a... I'm going to get this right. So not that curve, but this curve. Okay, not that curve, but this curve. Not that curve, but this curve. I think I got it. Hey, I did it. Okay. Man, that was something I'm, again, something I'm not used to drawing all the time, right? Okay. Okay. You want to do a random Snoopy? Hey, what's going on, Gordy? How are you? Let me see. A random. Let's see if we can draw. I don't know. Snoopy. We just warming up now, so I don't care. Let me see if we can find a Snoopy. A Snoopy. Let me see. Here we go. That's a good Snoopy right there, right? Let's see if we can put. We don't want to use up, so we'll just go right here and we'll draw. We'll draw Snoopy. So how I would do that, I would just draw the overall big shape of Snoopy first. Like that. I'm no Charles Schultz, but right, he knows how to draw the master Snoopy. I like the way he uses the number 6 right here for these eyes. And then you can see the nose is like kind of right here. It's kind of weird on Snoopy right there. Let me see. And then it's kind of like big like this. And then it's got like his little ear on this side. The ear on that side. Okay, so now all I gotta do is use the lines that I'm go ahead and fill my lines in. Color those little shapes in right there. Then I know my lines on the outside are not going to be as thick as they are in the cartoon, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Sure, you gotta do keep your little sketchbook. Learn to observe things and draw things. I think I might need to get my. Let me see. Do I have a? I guess not. I just have to do it this way. And again, warming up is important. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we just did a little Snoopy right there, right? Yeah, Snoopy came out cool. Hold on a second, guys. 1 sec. All right, so there goes my Snoopy right there. All right, there we go, Snoopy. Uh-huh. And he always has these little flies or something, like some really cool. Maybe we'll put some little flies right there. I don't know what that's all about, but maybe I'm thinking about Linus. Okay. Okay. So, anyway, let me see here. I'm going to go now from here to, I think I'm going to do some random bodies now. So, all right, let me see here. So now what we're gonna do, we already did a couple of warm-up drawings, guys. So I'm gonna go into some anatomy, and then after the anatomy, actually, I think I can go ahead and go into the pictures that I want to draw now. So what I'm gonna do, all of my drawings today are gonna be done via my pad. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna actually move my pad over here. We're gonna put our drawing pad over here because we're gonna be kind of doing it in a reverse order here. Okay, and let me move this up just a bit so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, and we're gonna go over here to my sketchbook, and we're gonna pull up the next drawing that I'm gonna do here. All right, so we did hers last. Let's see here. We're gonna erase. Let me see. So let me merge this one and merge that one and merge this one and delete that one and delete this one and delete this one, and then we will take this one and we'll move it to the top, and then we're going to take her out of the picture for a sec. Okay, and we're going to, and I'm hoping you guys will be able to see me here on my Instagram here. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just move you a little bit closer here. In fact, I'll take my book out of here because we don't need this for right now. And we'll just move this in the center. How about that? That might be a little bit better for us. Okay. All right. Now, let me see. That's good. And then let me see. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is my Samsung Galaxy 7 or something like that pad. I'm drawing some for my daughter who's a school teacher. We are drawing some of her students. So what I'm going to do here first off is I'm going to select this drawing here. I want to select it. And then once I select it, I'm going to open another layer here. But first, I'm going to copy what I selected and go to my next layer and paste it there. And then I'm going to say, okay, and I'm going to take this out. So that's what we're left with. And then we're going to zoom it down and see how big that actually is in space, which you can see is not really that big, right? So what I'll do here is I'll go and I'll press this button here to kind of change it up. Now it's in the middle. I think I want to do it again. So let's transform it one more time. Okay, and that looks good right there. All right, so Okay, I had to take the sound out real quick because I didn't want to blow your ears off when I cough. I've been coughing because I have a little bit of an allergy thing going on today. So anyway, we've drawn the overall head shape. I'm going to go over here and keep her face up here. So this is the baby that we're drawing right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use that as my actual drawing. I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of blur it out a little bit. Then I'll add another layer here. Excuse me one sec, guys. Let me turn on my do not disturb here. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead with our black marker. I think we got a good width on that marker, so and we're going to go ahead and draw her picture. Okay, so let's take this out here. Oh, wait. I'm also going to use this right here is a predictive stroke. So because my screen is really small, sometimes it's hard to get that accuracy, so this will help you with your accuracy of your line. So if you'll watch how the lines just kind of snap and stay real steady. So I'm looking at how the wideness of her face is, and then I'm just going to draw these little lines up here in the top and bring these down and create that head shape. Okay, she's got a little shirt right there. We can just put that, and then we'll come down here. Okay, and we'll draw all of our lines first. Okay, so this is the shape that we kind of came up with, right, for her head. Okay, all right, now we should be audible now. You guys can't hear me? Yeah, we should be pretty audible right now. All right. All right, so once I have that, then we'll go ahead and we'll start doing our features. So what I like to do in my drawing is I'll go back to my red real quick. This line, this here, this layer. Let me go back to my red. And what I do is I normally kind of establish a brow line first. So let's just say I want my brow line to be, I don't know, what about right here. Okay. So this will be kind of, actually I can make it a little lower than that. Maybe about right here. Okay. Then I'll go back to this layer, go back to my black. And let's go ahead and start drawing her eyes. Okay. So we're going to do our brows, her eyebrows. Okay. Then I'm going to draw my eyes here. Okay, and then we'll put some eyelashes here. Okay, we'll put our little nose here. Her nose is upturned, so that tells us she's a fun-loving little nose, right? She has a little tiny nose, right? And then we'll just go ahead and draw a little line for her mouth here, right? And her little chin. Okay, so that one came out great. Okay, so we're going to, let's see here. Now all we have to do is we can add a few little accentuation lines for the hair. For that, I'm going to go a little bit thinner on my marker. I don't want to add too many of these. Okay. All right. Hey, Cherish, how are you? How are you? What's going on? Welcome to the stream, Cherish. Special shout out to you. Cherish is my top tier Patreon. If you guys are not familiar with our Patreon page, you could check it out. It's our fan support page. So if you've been rolling with me for a while and you want to help us out, help out our ministry, you can do so through our Patreon page by going there, checking it out, signing up, and getting on a tier. And then you also get like, other videos that I don't put on YouTube. Those videos are specific to those that are on Patreon, so you can check those out. Okay, I like the way that came out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this red out, and then on another layer here, I'll just add that layer underneath my black layer. I'm going to go ahead and add some gray. So maybe I'll use, I'm going to use this middle gray right here. Okay, and see how that works out for me. And then once I finish that, then I'll go with a darker one. All these pictures are going to be black and whites. So I'm going to go here with little shadow here under the nose, and I'm just gonna put a couple. I'm just gonna follow the basic shadows. I'm gonna make that a little bit larger. The basic shadows of the face here. Okay, and this is a pen pressured marker, so these are really awesome because I can actually go in here, I believe, and I can change like the pressure of the pen. So I can say size with light pressure. I might go with a lower size than that. So when I apply light pressure, it'll do like that. And then I can go with flow with light pressure. I want my flow with light pressure to be about, I'd say 75%. Okay, and then that's it. So what that did was basically when I lighten up my stroke, it doesn't go down as hard. So if I do like this, right, put a little bit of lipstick here, right, little lip right there, a little under the chin here. I might even add one right here. That and like that. Okay, let me see here. Okay, now we're going to I don't think we need any more shadows here. Let me see. Maybe in here. This can be dark, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna switch to a lighter gray here, okay? And then I can add that lighter gray on another layer underneath this layer. So here I go. So you can see how light that gray is and how it kind of interacts with that first gray. And if I'm using colors, I can use this. I can do the same concept. Let's go ahead and color in the eyes just a bit. Okay. And we got this light colored hair, and she has like a little bit of a flat forehead. So I'm gonna make a straight line here and here. Oh yeah, that's so cute. All right, let me see here. All right, now let's do our hair. So we're gonna go here we're gonna go as big as our pen can actually go. Okay, and now I'm going to take this out. Okay, and I'm going to. I'm wondering, is that too bright for you guys on YouTube? If you could let me know. I think it might be a little bit bright. Maybe if I turn down the brightness just a bit. Just so you can see it a little bit more. My hand won't be as what if I turn the gain down? All right, about there. That looks kind of okay. Let me see. This is exposure. Ah, there we go. Okay, so what I did, I know my hands are not going to show up as much, when I do it this way, but it'll help you to see the screen a little bit better. So I'm going to turn up the brightness just a bit so you guys can see more of the, okay, and then we'll apply and put okay. All right, and close. And then I'll switch it back once I'm done. So you'll be able to, again, see this a little bit more. Okay, how's that picture for you guys on YouTube? Just give me a thumbs up or something like that. Let me know how's it looking. Let's see here. Excuse me. Okay, looks good. All right, cool. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna do like this. We're just gonna watch how I do the hair. See right there, just come like that. There you go. And this keeps all of our hair really light. Okay. And let me see here. I think we'll just go here and we'll go back to our black. I believe I'm going to need black here. Go back to my black layer. And I'm just going to kind of tone this down, take these down a little bit to a smaller size. Add some loose hairs here. And a few little eyelashes at the bottom. Okay. And Shoo, I think that's a good picture of her. Maybe we can just do something like this here. There we go. All right. So we have her little. Does she have dimples? She has some little dimples. Yeah. Let's just give her some little dimples. All right. Okay. All right. So hey, Thomas, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Again, guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Harry. I'm a professional caricature artist. I draw, for people for a living. I do it at parties, events. I also do online commission stuff. So if you ever want me to create like something either digitally or if you want something hand drawn or whatever of your family or a friend or loved one, you want me to do a logo or anything like that, that's what I do. So all you have to do is reach out to me on our website. I'll put all the information at the top, but randomly I'll just go ahead and put it up here. Also, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from the information that I'm sharing with you today, hey man, tips are appreciated. Today we started out with doing random shapes, so we did a little bit of sketchbook stuff. We're going to go back to the sketchbook at the end, but right now I just want to get a couple of drawings done. This is actually a project I'm working on for my daughter, who is a school teacher and was looking for a gift for each one of her kids. So I decided to, she asked me to do this for her, so I decided to go ahead and kill two birds with one stone by kind of doing some of them on my live stream. So I hope you guys don't mind that. We're going to make a little bit of darkness right here. And I'm going to tell you why we're going to need that, because watch this. We're going to go right in here. And we'll add a little bit of dark right there. All right. So you see how it kind of brings the face forward a little bit here. All right. And then we'll go here and we'll add just a little bit here. Let me actually lighten that up. Okay. And I think that's going to suffice right there. So I'm not going to do anything else right there. All right. Okay, guys. So let's put her name. I can't remember what it was. It was Tessa. Okay, so we can go ahead and put. First thing we're going to do is we're going to merge And we don't need this layer anymore, so we'll delete that one. And then we can take it and make it as big or as small as we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform it, close just a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go here and transform it. Just so it's not so big, right? And then we'll put I guess we can put it here. We can put the name underneath it. So what I'll do here, I'll go here and put Tess, Tessa, right? Tessa. Okay, let's go ahead and put that here at the bottom. So we'll use our predictive stroke here. Make some really nice letters. So we'll go, and let me sign my work, right? There we go. All right, so we are done, guys. With that one, we did Tessa's drawing. You can see my process from the beginning to the end. Again, just copying that head shape down, getting a basic idea of what shape it is exactly that I'm exaggerating, and then once I do that, it's all to the races. Okay. Let me see. Oh, also, guys, if you wish to tip, don't forget you can do so through Cash App. If you guys are on the Instagram and you're wondering if you want to tip or whatever, man, thank you so much. And you can go to Cash App. You're already on Rouser World, so just use $ Rouser World, and then you can tip and make requests and all that good stuff like that. Let's see here. Can we enter to win a drawing or demo of ourselves to be drawn? I need to do something like that, right? Let me see. Uh-oh. All right, let me see here. So let's go to, we're going to go next to Sophia. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's take this one out. And we're going to go back here. We're going to find Sophia. Now, Sophia is this young lady here. Okay, so we're going to draw a cartoon of her. All right. And again, how we're going to do that, we're going to go to the very top. We're going to select, use our selection tool up here. And we're going to select our face here. Actually, let me back up and reselect that because I don't think I got it all in there. Okay, that's good enough. Once I select it, on this layer here, I'm going to copy that layer, and then I'm going to create another layer, and I'm going to press that layer, then I'm going to press paste. I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to take this out of the picture. So this is what's left. So we'll see that she's very small in proportion to the whole paper. At that point, we will go here and transform that image to blow up. With this one, you have to do it twice. So I'll go here and do it once to center it. Okay, but not big enough. So I'll come here and do it one more time. I'll say somewhere around there would be good, right? All right, now, what are we going to do next here? We're going to create another layer. Okay, but before we create that layer, we're going to go ahead and, after we create that layer, we're going to go ahead and find that head shape. So let's go with our red marker. So I'm going to kind of outline the head shape. If I'm drawing live or whatever, this is the red line is the purpose of this is to show you my my process of what I'm thinking about when I'm drawing my caricatures. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to do that, but I'm just, again, wanting you to see how I approach the caricature when I am drawing live. So I always start with a basic head shape first. Once you got the head shape, you'll be surprised how all the features just kind of fit in. So let's go ahead and we're going to upsize it, make sure we got the right layer. Right. Make sure we got the right layers selected here. Okay, and then we're going to go here, and we're already in red, so we're going to kind of blow it up a little bit. Again, when I do this part of the drawing, I just want a very loose interpretation here. So I can see she has a very full face, so I might go even fuller than what's on the paper. Okay, I'll make everything a little bit bigger than what it is in real life. So I don't want to copy it exactly. Okay, over here. Excuse me. I'm gonna go over here and try to get this braid in. Let's get this neck shape down some, And then we're going to change all this relationship up. So we're going to kind of make everything smaller. And then we'll bring her braid kind of around like this. This is what I'm thinking about, right? And then boom. So I think that's pretty much it. Then we'll put our ear shape again a little bit bigger here, and actually a lot softer than what's in the picture. So once we finish that, we can kind of see where we are. Let me just add a little bit of another ear over here. So let's take this out, and we're going to take out our actual layer. So this is what we're kind of left with once we have that, once we do the picture, okay? Now, I could elect to do one or two things here. I could go ahead and draw it based off of this layer here, or I can change this to black and just use this layer if I want to. But what I want to do, I always just kind of, I'm going to draw it over twice so I can show you, all right, my mental process is this, right? And then what I'm doing here is I'll go back and I'll make another layer here, and I'm going to make this black. So this is my marker when I first start moving. So I think and then I move, okay? So let's see here. We're going to first of all turn down the opacity of that layer. So we're going to do that by simply selecting it and going backwards in the opacity. If you guys don't know what app I'm using, if you have a smartphone of any kind, you can use this app. It's called, I wonder if this cup has a hole in it. I don't know. Did I crack it or something? I don't know. Anyway, this is a free app that you can get on your smartphone. It's called Sketchbook, so you might want to definitely check this app out. So that if you're drawing from photo references, this is a great way to train your mind to be able to do this particular type of drawing. All right, so here we're going to go to our layer that we want, okay, and we're already in black, so we have our reference. So let's go ahead and do this, and this is where we're going to work from. Let's go ahead and turn her picture up over here a little bit, okay, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a couple of changes. All right. So I don't necessarily have to go with what I saw and what I'm seeing here. I can go a little bit wider down here, I'm seeing, right? I can go here with a little bit of hair on the side of our picture, right? I can do this here and put our ear shape here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up here, right? But I'm gonna add some little hairs here, just a little bit. Okay, and you know what? I think this is a little bit big here. Let's go down a little bit smaller. I'm trying to think of those lines a little too big. Nah, not really. This will be all right. Okay. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that line. Tried to do too much right there. All right, now we'll come over here with our braid shape. Okay. All right, let's go over here. And what's happening is I don't have my selection tool on. That's probably why. My projector stroke tool. You want to definitely use that tool. This will help you to get some really cool lines on this one right here. Okay, so we're right there. And then all we have to do kind of now is take out our red layer. This is what we're kind of left with. And we can start doing our features again. Let's go ahead and add our brow line. So we're going to figure out, okay, well, where do we want her features to start? So we'll want to go about, I'd say just above the ears. We want this shape about right here. Okay, so that's my brow line. So all of this is pretty much our forehead shape. So from here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go to my original layer. Okay, take this out, and then we'll go like this. And we'll look for her brow shape. See how everything just kind of sits on that shelf up there? And then we'll do like this. Then we'll come down here. I like to use that line right there. Then we'll do something like this. So I like to draw my eyes. I see how now I'm gonna show you this trick right here because I don't commit to my eye shape. See how I kind of use that equal sign right there, like a equals in mathematics, and then I add things to it. Watch. Now I add the top, right? She got really dark eyes, so I can do like this. I can color that part in later. But now, once I do that, I can customize the eye. Watch. See how I customize it? And then the eye comes to me versus me drawing this shape that I'm committed to. I can bring the eye in and then kind of let it land. Do Aruha asked a question on my Instagram. Do you ever have trouble knowing when to stop? I do. LOL. Perfectionist. Well, yes. I don't experience those problems as much anymore as I do as I did earlier in my career of drawing. Um, and I think that that's really a life thing. Basically, we don't mistake work for or movement for progress. You know what I mean? So a caricature, the general rule of thumb is less is best. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Again, guys, I'm sorry about the coughing. I have my allergies are really messed up today. So, hmm? Oh yes, we have smoke from wildfires in South Texas right now. So that's what's going on. Let me get this nose shape. Now her nose is very playful and fun too. It's very uppity turny. So I'm gonna do something very uppity turny. See how I get my nose real simple like that, right? And then we come over here, boom, right? Now what we gotta do is start in the middle here, right? Or we can start on it. We could do something like this, yeah? And then we'll do like this. I can't really see her teeth shape up here. It looks like she's missing some. Is she missing teeth? Oh, does she have little teeth? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give her missing teeth. I'm gonna give her. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I can't really see that. It's kind of blurry based off of this. I think what I'm gonna do here. Nah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shorten this shape up. This way I can give her. I'm gonna give her very little teeth. Like that. You see? And then I'll do like that. You see? So therefore I don't give her a gap. Because it looked like she could possibly, if I maybe bring it in, you see how it looks like she kind of might have missing teeth there, but we're not sure about that. So I just went on ahead and played it safe. And besides, I think she'll like it better that way. All right, so we pretty much got our drawing down to a science. So we just got to take out this red stuff. This is what we're left with, right? And then we're going to start bringing the picture into us, right? Hey, Cartoon Mark, what's going on? How are you today? All right. So, I don't think you guys on Instagram can see, but that's the picture over there that we're drawing from. But it's hard for me to get that angle and this angle. So if you're on Instagram and you want to see more of what the picture is looking like, then you can go to YouTube and check us out on YouTube because I'm streaming on both of those platforms right now. All right, let me see here. Let's do this. Now let's go to let's create another layer here to add our shadows on. So we'll go here. We're gonna go with like a medium gray maybe here because all of these are again going to be in black and white. I have my predictor stroke on, and I'm going to go ahead and beef up my line just a little bit. Basically break out a bigger pencil And then I'm going to add a shadow. Ooh, just like that. And get it on the... Ooh, uh-oh. What did I do there? Oh, I turned the opacity down. Okay, here. Do something like this here. 1, 2, right? See that? And I do like this. 1, 2. Very, very subtly. And then right here on the side of that nose shape, right? And underneath it. So when I back it out, you can see she got those nice shadows in there. Right? All right. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. And then we're going to go just like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right. Let me see here. What else do we need? We got a little bit of a shadow over here we need. Not too much. A little small one over here maybe. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and go around this part over here one more time. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Now, what are we going to do next here? We're going to, Oh, it changed the color on me. I was like, what the? Okay. All right. So now we're going to go with a little bit more of a lighter gray like we did on the last one. But remember to separate everything in the layers so that if you don't need it, you don't have to put it in there. All right. All right, now we're going to add our darks to the picture. So, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do this. Downsize it just a little bit. Okay. So let me go to these darks here. And then I'll add another layer here. Okay. And this is going to be kind of for my hair. So the hair and eyes. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to color the eyes in here. Okay, I'm going to color this eye in over here. Awesome. Okay, and let's just darken this in right here. Yeah, that's good. All right, now let's go ahead and go to the brow shape here. So we're just going to kind of go with a one line idea all the way around, right? And then we'll just color in the middle of it a little bit. Sort of have like a little bit of featheriness on both sides of the eyebrow, okay? Now let's go ahead to the hair up here. So we're going to do like this. Are y'all ready? All right, so this is how we're going to roll with the hair. Okay, we're going to go... Nope, actually, we're going to make it a little bit bigger. You want a big marker for this. So what I'm going to do here... is color it in. And I'm going to leave lighting. Inside of my shape. Color those braids all the way around. Make sure I leave a little. I make sure I leave a little lighting on the edge so it looks a little bit more, realistic or whatever. And then over here, go ahead and we'll do the same thing. Okay, it looks like we're getting close to the edge here, the end of the drawing. So what I'm gonna do is downsize my marker some. This is where I can add like fine details. So if I want to add some extra little hairs, right, like these ones right here or something like that, I can do that at the end of my drawing here. Let's put this on the black layer here. So we'll just kind of give it some baby hairs, Okay, and let me see here. I also want to do this right here, just to make her teeth stand out a little bit more, and then add some lashes down here, which fit right in line with my little sign right there. Okay. All right, so I'll just go ahead and put a little shirt arm right there. Okay, and then we will put her name. Okay, well first, wait a minute, something right here she just needs a little bit thickness right there. Okay, cool. All right, so we are done with her picture. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just merge all this together. Merge. Okay, we don't need this layer, so we can delete that one. Looks like it's dragging a little bit. I might have to shut the app off and restart it, but let's go back here. Add a few more little lashes. Right, like that. Okay, and then we'll put her name, and this is Sophia. So we're going to all right, hold on a sec. Excuse me, guys. All right, I'm just opening the app back up again. Okay. Now let's go here. It was freezing just a little bit. All right. And then we're going to put her name down here. SOFIA, it says. Okay. All right, and there you have it. That is Sophia's picture. Something else I'm just thinking I need here. This. And she also has little dimples too. There we go. That's it. All right, so there goes Sophia, and there goes Sophia's cartoon, right? All right. Let me see here. Hey, what's going on? Chico, what's going on? All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you on Instagram. Thank you for coming out today. All right, don't forget, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from the tips I'm sharing with you today, man, tips are awesome, right? So thanks in advance for that. Okay, we're going to go over here we're going to try to knock out at least 3 of them. So we have London. This is London's picture right here, okay? And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take Sophia out of the picture, right? So to speak, right? And then we're going to go with our new picture here, which is going to be London. So this is our reference picture that we're going to be drawing from. So what we're going to do here is we're going to again select her face with our selection. With our selection tool. Okay, and we're going to select it. Oh, copy it. Open up our new layer, and we're going to paste it. And then we're going to see how big that, we're going to take this out. This is how big she is right now in relation to our paper. So we need to make her bigger. All right, and then we're going to go here and make this. I'm going to go here and make her a little bit larger. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Y'all excuse me again, guys. I just want to keep apologizing in case you're just getting to the stream. You're like, man, he's coughing too much. I can't help it, dude. I'm telling you, allergies. I got all these cough drops, man. I just can't stop. It's unfortunate. That's one of the things I suffer with, bad allergies. So, anywho, I could just turn the sound off. You guys don't need the sound. I can turn the sound off if you want. All right. So, we're going to create another layer here. Go to our red. Kind of follows the same pattern. Okay, guys, here we go. So I see a very wait a minute. Hold on. Something is wrong here. Hold on. It's not doing my, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Hold on, guys. It's supposed to be, hold on, let me shut it. Let me stop it again. Maybe it'll reset the brush. No, it's not. It's not tapering my stroke for some reason. I wonder what's going on with that. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Fountain pen. Am I right? I'm using the right marker, right? Let me see. What about this one? Is this one it? Oh, maybe because I'm not supposed to be using. Maybe I'm supposed to be using Legacy. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was wondering. I was like, what the heck's going on with that? All right. So we're gonna get a cop. We're gonna get her face. All right, let's see. I might be able to, this one right here I kind of like. Let's see what happened. All right, so we can see her face here. Now, what I could do, I don't know, maybe if I just start the features down lower, I could get away without doing that. I wonder, should I draw it again with the black marker like I did last time, or can I just use that head shape right there? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay with the pattern. So I'm gonna go to another layer here. And first, I'm gonna turn down this layer some. So I got the basic idea of my pattern, right? Yeah, no, sometimes, oh, hey, Nyla, how are you? No, I'm going to be drawing on some paper today as well. I'm just doing like 2 or 3 of these pictures that that for my daughter for her class. And then, but I want them to be digital so she can send them and they can be manipulated however she wants to do it. So, I already did. This is probably going to be the last one I do for the stream, and then I'll go back to paper drawing. After that, at that point, okay. So I'll show you kind of how to translate this into actual features. We're gonna be doing some. I got some NBA players that I need to be finishing up today. So if you guys want to check that out, that's cool too. All right. Again, guys, don't forget that if you have not checked out our Patreon page, to go ahead and check that Patreon page out. It's basically where you can support our channel. If you guys have been following me for a while, you feel like you're benefiting from the classes, the tutorials, the videos on YouTube, all that stuff. This is what I do professionally. So that's kind of how I earn money to care for my family. So I appreciate tips, man. Thank you so much in advance. If you want to tip, guys, you can do so through Rouser World, $ Rouser World. That's on Cash App. And then you can also do the super chat here. I'll go ahead and paste that information here for you again periodically throughout the video so that you guys can check that out. All right, so let's go ahead here and we're going to go into our black marker. So let's go ahead and start. Let's blow her up a little bit on the screen over here. Okay. And let me see. Here we go. Oh, wait. Whoa. Oh, no, I'm right. Your shape. You see how this gives me a really general idea of where I want to go with my drawing before I start. Uh-oh. Messed up my flow. I ran into that thing. That's the only thing is I need to get. One day I'm gonna be balling real big, and I'm gonna get me a bigger pad. I got huge hands to this little pad, but you know you got to work with what you got, right? I just make sure that I blow it up good inside of the area that I'm at. And that she got some little curlies right there. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can do here with the face here. I think that looks off. I like the eyes. I think they're off in comparison to the head. Like they're too straight across. I'm gonna have to start all over. I'm gonna have to not start all over again, but I'm about to back up. I like too bad that I had liked those, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this right here. I think what it is too is because this side of the face is slightly off, like larger. So I may have to go in here with this. Excuse me. And then come back with my black again. I gotta straighten that out. Okay, let's go back to our. No, that's not it. Where's it at? There we go. See, now I had to fix that up right there. That was just too. There we go. All right, yeah. All right, now let me see here. Let's go ahead and get our brows in there. For one thing, I thought her brows were a little bit too menacing in that last one, so that's another reason why I just went on ahead and started over it. She also has very light lines for her eyes right here. That's just part of her caricature. Notice how to really control the line and spacing for that. So here you can see now I'm drawing the middle of the eye. I can draw the lighting here, and then I can put the center of the eye there. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then right here, all this needs to be light. See how she got those almost like very almondy shaped eyes. So if you don't get that right now right here, what I could do is just come here and just add a little bit of darkness right there, right? This is going to be her pupil shape here. Okay, and then we got this line over the top here. Boom, boom, like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and put that nose shape in. Her nose is a little bit flatter and further away from the brow line than her classmates, right? So it's not as baby looking. It's young looking, but not as baby looking. And then I'm just going to give her a little bit of a smile here, like that. Not too big. I'm going to come around here. Oh, dang it. Like that. Like that. Oh, man. Basic. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, so I like the way that picture came out. So we can go ahead and start putting in our shadows. I think it's a good picture, right? Let me see here. So let's take out the red. Let's go with a medium gray here. And we will start with another layer. Okay. And we're going to go to the lip shape here. This is kind of how I'll do it. Just like with a pencil, I'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Come around here. Whoop. See that? Add a little bit of smile here. Subtle right here. Okay. We're going to go here and we're going to go a little bit bigger on this. 1, 2, right? Something like that. Then we come up here and add a little bit here. This is kind of just where I want your eyes to be drawn into in the picture. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, and then we're going to add some dark to the eyes here. All right, and a little bit to the eyebrows. All right, so it looks like we got a really good likeness there. Let's go with a lighter version of that gray here. Make sure we put that on another layer. Just add a little bit more shadow to the face, but not as bold as the first shadows that we put. You see here, I don't want this to be as dark. Okay, and then we will add the darks to her hair. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll go to our darkest gray. So we'll go with a dark gray here, not necessarily black for her. Okay, so I'll add that on another layer here, underneath that layer. Let's make that a bigger brush. I'm gonna take this off. It's holding me back too fast. Sometimes predictor stroke can kind of work against you. And we'll go over here and do the same thing here. Okay. All right, so there's some here. Uh-oh. I gotta go here and do that. Maybe here. Nope. Ooh, man, what is that? Okay. Now, let's go back to black real quick. Well, darker shade, something like this. And then what I'm gonna do is just kind of in the middle of that to add some more dark to the hair. You guys, oops, gotta make that a little smaller and then take that out. All right, let's see. Let's add some eyelashes here. So we'll just go straight black with that. You can add that on this layer here. Okay, and then on this layer here. Okay. And then we want to add some here. Not very powerful, but just enough to say that it's there. Can't really see her teeth shape in this one, so I'm just going to put a little bit of gum line in there. A little bit of darkness here. Just doing my final touches. I think I'm just about done with this one. And then let's go back to this really dark, kind of a dark brown. So I'm going to give her eyes a little bit more brown, or a little bit darker color here. Yeah, something like that, so it looks a little bit darker. Okay, and I think we got it all done here. She got some little flowers. We can add some flowers right here. Okay. And add our last minute touches, these little hairs here. Okay, and we will go ahead, and she didn't have dimples or anything like that. So her name was London. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and merge London's layers all together. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Okay, merge, and then we will adjust the size of it here. And then we're gonna go with the name here. We'll go all black, and we will put, oh, turn up this pen size a little bit. London. And we'll go browser. 2024. All right, and then we will we'll keep it. So that's it. So we'll just go ahead and save that. Save current sketch. So it's just saving it to my device real quick. We are done with those. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing some Hey, what's going on, Match Less Minger? How are you today? Good afternoon, Uzma. How are you today? All right, and then let's take that out. Let's add hers in. So we're gonna save that one as well. Excuse me. And then we're gonna do some paper drawings here, guys. So if you want to stick around for that, you can. If not, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to stick around, right? Let's go ahead and save that. All right, now let's go to our gallery and make sure everything is saved correctly here. Okay, so we got, where are they? This one, two of them didn't save, right? Tessa saved, but the other ones did not save like they were supposed to. Wait, something's going on here. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, something's missing here. Hold on a sec, guys. My bad. All right, so how many did I do today? I did 1, 2, 3. Somebody's picture is missing. Okay, Lavea is there. Anyway, they're all saved right here, so I'm good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I just got, all right, so I'm gonna close this app out. Well, we're gonna go to a new sketch, and then we're gonna put create. And so we'll put this over here, guys. We're gonna pull up maybe one or two drawings we're gonna take these down. And we're gonna get some paper here. So I'm gonna kind of demonstrate to you how to use these in the same way that you would another drawing there. Okay. Give me a sec here, guys. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, because it's not really a lot of people there on this one, so I'm gonna end that right there. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead, guys, and hold on a second. And we're gonna find some pictures. So we're gonna do some NBA players. So I got a couple that I have not done yet. So we're gonna go to first team up. Let me see. I did some from the Timberwolves. But I have not done any from. So I think I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell first. We're gonna do something from the Cavaliers. So let me go over here and go to Donovan. Actually, I guess I could go on Pinterest and find them there. So. All right, so let's find Donovan Mitchell. All right, so we got this picture here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna now let me straighten up my screen here, because now that we're not going to be using this screen, I need to change up the brightness and stuff. Let me make sure. So brightness gain. All right, that's all I needed to do. And turn it. All right. Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. We're gonna go into NBA time, right? All right. So we're gonna be using my Sharpie, my Crayola marker for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't need all this. Let's take it away. I'm going to put this here in the middle. And we'll get started. All right, so I'm going to start with, let me first of all download this picture. So this is Donovan Mitchell. He's with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm going to start with my brow shapes here. And kind of gesture out his face a little bit in my mind. One thing about this, you only get one chance to do it, so you can't take it back, right? And then I'll go ahead and I'll do my the crest of my lip shape, and he has a very small mouth shape. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Hmm. Okay, something like that. And I need another Crayola because that one looks like it's running out of juice on me. This one might be better. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go to our bottom shape here. Kind of fill that in. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oh, you know what? Cool. How about that? Brow line, curve. Okay, and then we're gonna go with our eye shape here. So we'll go with something like this. He has light shapes here. I'm gonna do like this here. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna do a cheek structure here. So I guess we can. I could just go with it like this. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Okay, and then we'll come over here and we'll do the same thing on this side. Something like this, maybe. You won't really be able to see that cheek structure as much. It'll be more inside or encapsulated into the shape this way. And we'll go ahead and we'll add our. He has a small ear shape here. Brow line, and then over the brow line. Interesting. Okay. I was studying this thing the other day called the Loomis method, right? Not the Loomis, the Riley method. That's what it was. And that really helped me to think about like what I was seeing and like where things are gonna go. You know what I mean? As far as your drawing is concerned, you know. Let me see here. Now we got I guess maybe about I don't know. Let me see. Oh, we forgot to do this here. Got a little bit of the ear shape here. Something like that. And then we'll just go over here and add this hair in here. Excuse me. Okay. So we're just kind of coloring this shape down here. And then for this part, I guess I could just, I'm just going to use those squigglies and kind of impression the hair in there. I don't want to make it look like I thought too much about it, because I didn't, right? Okay. Come over here. Just kind of color this in a bit. And then over here. And then we'll just kind of fade it on in here. Like that. All right. Now let's add a little bit of shadows in here. Excuse me one sec, guys. All right, now let's add some shadows here. Again, guys, I apologize for all the coughing. I could just mute the video. If that's making you guys uncomfortable, just let me know, and I'll just mute the video. You don't even hear what I'm saying. As long as I'm drawing, right? It doesn't matter. So, matter of fact, I will go ahead and do that for you, because I feel like it's kind of disturbing. All right, guys. So we're going to be closing up here on our drawing segment of the stream. I think I did pretty much the ones that I intended to do. So I'm going to go ahead, guys. We're going to do our word of the day real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So give me just a second, guys, and we'll go ahead and get you guys out of here. All right, guys. So we are back. I just want to make sure we're on. Is this thing on? Yep. Okay, so to make sure this thing is on. All right, so we are done with our drawing segment of the stream. I'm. I hope that you guys were able to learn something. I'm sorry again. I apologize about uh, my my cold or coughing today. I've been having a lot of allergy issues today. So I'm going to try to find my way through this. Today, I just thought what I'd share with you is just some of my writing. When I study scripture, I'm inspired in different ways to write different things. And most of the things I'm writing to myself, you know what I mean? So that I can go back and I can look at those things I wrote. And they help, they encourage me. So I have several different little books that I've written with just my notes about, life and other stuff in there, right? So today I want to go to the book of Philippians, if you will. And I want to share my writing with you about Philippians. It's a really cool book because it talks about like how we should not, how not. And so that's what I'm going to, go into with you. All right. So Philippians, let me read this to you. This is kind of short, and then I'll just kind of tell you what I meant as I went through it, but it's not that long. This was a profound book for me to read. This book was written by Paul to the people of Philippi. If you guys don't know who Paul is, basically he was a guy that did a lot of bad stuff, and God turned around and changed his life and used him to write 2/3 of the New Testament. The main point of the book was to teach people, or to teach me, that joy does not depend on external circumstances, but that it is rooted in Christ, your faith in Christ. It helped me to really understand what is important in this life. And it isn't my car, my house, or money, or all these things are just stuff that only give what I call artificial, temporary happiness, or temporary highs, if you will. I think it's a different, not happiness, but highs. Just think, when you are sad, does your big house make you happy? When you lose a loved one, does a drive in your new car heal your wounds? I find that only my faith that Christ is real sustains me. It is my belief in him that he is the all-knowing, all-powerful God that has everything under control. This gives me power to make it through any loss, any gain, or any situation. In Philippians 4:13, it says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I can remember as a young man always wanting to be rich. I pictured all the stuff I would buy. Funny. My dreams, fantasies drove me to a point where I'd do anything for money. For me, money meant happiness. Christ helped me to see that I made a big deal out of nothing. I see now it is so much easier and effective to pray for contentment and knowing that God will provide for me The faith I am building in God makes me not afraid to go out and earn an honest living. It makes me look forward to my daily struggles and facing them with Him by my side. It's kind of like I know I'm shielded from all danger. It's knowing that even in physical death, I can only gain. I guess what I'm saying is that God, Christ, removes all fear, for it is fear that drives us to do the things we do that are wrong. Fear of having no money, fear of not getting respected or accepted, fear of not being pleasured. In this fear, we reach out for more, often overcompensating, thinking we don't have enough of whatever it is. And that's when the devil gets us. We steal, rob, rape, murder, kill, steal, destroy, and basically lose all self-control. All because you think you can do it alone, achieve your own joy, your own happiness that is within you. But there is a news flash. And that news flash is we never can get enough as human beings. So we will often eat to our own detriment, like a horse. One time, a friend of my family, his name was Ray, very good man. And he would, when we were young, allow me and my brother to come over and pet his horses. Excuse me. And he explained to us that when we were feeding the horses, not to leave the feed out where the horses could get to it, because the horses didn't have enough sense to know when to stop eating. So they would eat till they kill themselves and bust open. And that's the picture that God painted in me with this word. Excuse me. That oftentimes, excuse me, that oftentimes we get so overwhelmed with having everything that we can't get no rest, we can't get no peace, because we never get enough. You get that, and then you want the next one. get the iPhone, you get the next iPhone, you get the next iPhone, you get the next computer, you get the next thing, you get the next thing, you get the next thing. That's why, you know, marriage, relationships, these types of things are under attack because of this mindset. The mindset is, why should I just sleep with this person when I can sleep with all of these people? Or I can get the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. I can get, why should I stop having kids with all these people when I can get another one to pay me child support and another one to pay me child support? Because I need more money, because I need more stuff, because I need more stuff, and I need more stuff, and I need more stuff. That's just the way the enemy is attacking us. And at the same time, again, it's killing us inside. We might be walking around on 2 feet, but we're dead inside. We have no joy inside. Nothing really satisfies. A fire that's never quenched. That's why I really, really, really feel this book, because it's showing me, it's demonstrating to me that when my joy comes from something greater than me, that I'm serving a purpose greater than me, then the things beneath me don't matter anymore. Yeah, it's good to have, you need income and finance, but it clears the way for me to be able to see the things that I do need and what's important and whatever, but still it's knowing that I'm being provided for and cared for no matter what, because the higher purpose above me is taking care of those things. In Galatians 5:16, let me finish this up. It says, walk in the Spirit and you won't fulfill the desires of the flesh. When you walk in the Spirit, it simply means to walk in knowing. You walking in a knowing. Like, if imagine when you know something, you act different when you know something. You behave different, whatever that is that you know. Like if you say, I know I'm gonna take a trip next week. Well, you'll start planning. You'll start packing clothes and buying the right shades and booking hotels and booking flights, because you know that you're going to take a trip next week, right? Everything about you changes because you know. When you don't know, well then you act differently. You start storing up things and you start talking about the uncertainty of things and the affairs of the world and what the hell's going to happen next week, and who and people are becoming like this and the world's coming to an end. These are the conversations you'll have with people that don't know, that don't have higher purpose. They're not joy. They don't have any joy inside because everything is pulling their mind in so many directions. It says you got to keep Christ on your mind. You must have faith that he is real. The faith is what changes your behavior. Not you acting alone and giving yourself pep talks. That ain't going to change you. You're still the same person. You're still selfish. You're still arrogant. Still is all about you. You still have no joy that way. Our minds don't believe that there are consequences to our actions, so there's no limit to what we do. In Jeremiah 7:19, it says, "The human heart is the most deceitful of all things." That means it can trick you into loving only you and not even really loving you. It could trick you into believing that the way that you're loving yourself is actually love when it's truly destroying you. Imagine an enemy so tactful that he can talk you into killing yourself, all in the name of love. You know, if you love yourself, you'll get more. If you love yourself, you'll eat more. Just eat more. Just live life to the fullest. Just do it. Just get more, 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 more. I thought I told you that we don't stop. I heard that on a song one time. That's what that means. Never stop, never quit, never do this, never do that. Just keep consuming. This way you never find out who you really are and what your purpose is. Again, the human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. It says, who knows how bad it is? And it's true. Think about some of the things that you've seen people do, and that you, your own self out of your own mouth, you say, how could somebody do that to those people? How could somebody do that to those kids? How could somebody think this is right? How could somebody lie like this, sit in my face and lie to me like this? How could this person say they love me and treat me like this? And you thinking, how can this behavior come from a sane person? Because of this, because of what we're sharing today. Because the human heart don't need instructions on how to deceive and how to be wicked. It has no feeling. It has nothing. Without the spirit, the heart is just for lack of a better word, it's a predator on the hunt for everything that it can kill to get what it wants. Your spirit man is the only force powerful enough to control your heart. This is why the Bible says, fear of the Lord is the foundation of all knowledge. Respect, fear, reverence. Take orders from, higher up than you. There's something bigger than you. Faith reveals to us the consequences of our actions and lets us know that we will not get away with what we do. Everything you do in the dark comes to the light. You will eventually have to answer for what you did. And you're already answering for it. There's no eventually to it. When I believe this, when God revealed this to me, I won't steal anymore. I don't talk bad about people behind their back because I ain't getting away with it. Every word is being recorded. Even when you go in your closet and turn the lights out and close the windows and close the doors and you think nobody's seeing, God sees everything. This is what changed my behavior. The way I roll is just different. To be honest with you, I can't even. I don't know. I don't. How the how the heck I used to act was just. It was unreasonable. What I used to think was just ridiculous. But without God, you will not change. You will give in to the desperately wicked human heart that seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. It is the sin nature in us to only look out for ourselves. And when the rubber meet the road, you'll cross your own mama out if you don't got God. You'll cross your wife out. You'll cross your kids out. Look at these guys that lose it and kill their wife and their kids. Look at the stuff that's going on. Have you ever found yourself thinking about something that you know sometime in your mind you be like, where the hell did that come from? How did I even think about that? What? That's ridiculous. But you thought it. You thought it. You know you did. All he got to do is catch you at the right moment, the right weakness. When you're drunk, your inhibitions are low. That's how some of us wake up in the morning, right? And we wake up and all hell done broke loose from the night before. And now we wake up and we look and we say, oh my goodness, how did I get here? I've had walks of shame in my life. How about you? Faith reveals to us consequences, again, for our actions. Let us know we will not get away with what we do. Faith reveals that there is a reward, not just now, but later in doing what is right, regardless to how we feel. Me and my brother were talking about this morning. People struggle with urges and addictions and stuff, and they think, and they'll say stuff like, well, it's not natural for a man. I heard this, for a man to be with just one woman. It's not natural because of the way that things are and how a man can have produced seeds all the way to the end. And they'll make up this ridiculously stupid. They're saying basically just because you can, you should. And if it acts outside of that, then that is ridiculous for somebody to put any type of government on the way that they behave. Everything is open game, no matter what. No discipline. Without understanding that discipline is the way to freedom. Discipline is the way to freedom, right? Because when you are addicted to something, whatever that thing may be, once it's got that addiction on you, let's say you get rich. That's why I say rich man is easier for what it said, a camel to squeeze through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of God, because a rich man is going to become addicted to his lifestyle, his money. You can tell it. Look at these people walking around here taking pictures with money, taking pictures with this, taking pictures with that. They will do anything for it. So are you really free? Hell no, you're not free. You a slave. They got you locked in, locked and loaded on a highway to hell. But faith tells us that we will be rewarded for what we do when we act in the right way. So when I'm going about my day or whatever, there's things I don't want to do. There's things in my nature that I could just go with my nature, right? I could just go with my nature when I'm mad at my kids and my wife or something, and I could just go with my nature and just leave them all high and dry and just go do what I want to, not come home that night. What? Just because it's in my nature, that means I should do it? Just because I feel like that, I should just do it? Right? You mean I don't have control over who I sleep with and what I think about? I'm not allowed to govern those things. I should just go with the flow of my feelings? That's absurdity, even if you don't believe in God. You understand that Whatever you do has a process, and that would be like saying whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, and you can start a business. That means you don't have to get up because it's in your nature to be lazy, right? You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't have to go set up no appointment with nobody. You don't have to make a plan with nobody. You don't have to get no building materials. You don't have to do nothing because it's not in your nature, and you should still be able to have a business. That's absurdity. Now, it says Christ gave us the Bible as a blueprint for life. And listen to this, and then we're going to end on that note. It says, and I quote in the scripture, though he was God. Okay? And I'm going to break it down so you can, in regular terms, he was the big man on campus. Though he was God, he did not think of equality to God as something to cling to, which means that though he had it going on, though he could do whatever he wanted when he wanted to, he still said, nah, that's okay. It was in his nature. He was God. His nature is to be able to do whatever he want, when he want, how he want to. But even God said, with somebody with this power said, I'm going to not do it just because I can. Just because I feel, just because I want, I still ain't going to do it. There has to be rules and order to this thing. There got to be rules and order. He said instead, he gave up his divine privileges and he took the humble position of a slave and was born of a human body. So he gave up his divine right and he became a servant of someone else. I'm a husband. I'm a human being. I have autonomy, right? It means I can do what I want to. I have a right to. I could be disrespectful to my wife. I could be a bad father to my kids. I could not come home at night. I could not be a good provider. I could be abusive. I could be verbally. I could be abusive physically. I'm physically stronger than everybody in my house. I could just beat everybody up because I feel like it. But I choose to be a servant of my family. It says, and when he appeared in human form, he humbled himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on the cross. He humbled himself to a high authority all the way to the end. He maintained self-control all the way to the end. Then it said, therefore, after that, that means therefore, as a result of, or this, it said God elevated him to the highest place of honor and gave him the name above all other names, that at the name of Jesus every knee shall bow in heaven, in earth, and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. It says in the end here, you see, you got to humble yourself in whatever God wants you to do and not what you want. But it all starts with faith so that your actions aren't robotic, but based in faith that God is who he says he is. You have to believe that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. I will end by saying this. The one thing, a lot of times, you might come to God, somebody may have came to you and ministered to you about Christ and, wanted to show you the good news of the gospel. Maybe you're already going to church or you have some kind of, you'll talk about God every now and then, right? But you can't believe some of God and not the other part of God. In other words, if this is what the words say, You can't believe only the parts of the Bible that you choose to believe. It's either all or none. This means that every morning when you wake up, because this is the regulations, there's always something that you got to work on within yourself. Even if you feel like it's in your nature, everything is within our nature. Our heart is just that way, as I explained it earlier. But you might not be seeing God. You might feel like God has forgotten about you or not. He's not showing you. He's not working fast enough. He's not doing this. But the thing is one thing, you can't receive the blessings of God if you are constantly looking for failure in his word and failure in him, trying to be a scholar and a scientist. I don't know why we can't, and I'm going to end this, get this through our head, that God is outside of human existence. What we think of as time and 1 + 1 = 2 and this has to be that and this is that, that does not apply to God. Oh, well, if the dinosaurs were a million years ago and the Bible was only written 2,000 years ago, how can that be? Because you're thinking about time as a human being. You can't even fathom what you're talking about. You can't even fathom God because God don't have the same rules. He's not, gravity doesn't apply. What they call that, the law of thermodynamics, the law of, the law of relativity. All of that, none of that stuff. That's some stuff that we made up as human beings to dumb down this how magnificent God is. We have to be able to explain our environment, so we came up with math. Oh yeah, that's great. We came up with history. We came up with something to make us understand our surrounding. But our surrounding is a small part. Not even this don't mean nothing to God. This is like, that ain't nothing. That's why nobody can come to me and tell me what they read in their history experiments. And if you go back 30,000 years ago and who was born here and what was born here, and if you trace this back to this, you can see this, and that's why you're being misled. If you can't understand anything that I'm telling you today until you decide for yourself to have your own personal relationship with Jesus Christ and allow God to reveal these things to you. So remember, guys, contentment, joy, these things come not based upon external circumstances. They are all rooted in Christ, your belief and your faith in him, and your serving of him, and everything that you're doing becomes a purpose now, and then you won't do things that are not purposeful to your relationship with him. That's what transforms you inside and changes that behavior. That's going to get you past the addiction. That's going to clear your mind up so that you can actually make good decisions and not ones that are just based off of a selfish human heart. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you for coming out today. If you did tip today, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Even if you were not able to, I understand. Hey man, you know what? Stuff happens. All right, but either way, it's my prayer that you did receive something from the stream today. I'll be streaming again on Saturday at, I think Saturday at 9:30 a.m. because I have praise and worship practice Saturday. Yep, so about 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. So if you guys want to attend a stream with me again, learn a little bit more about caricature, hey man, I'll be happy to share with you. So guys, thank you for coming out. Y'all be cool, and I'll see you guys next time.